Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. Today's game continues this Golden State Warriors homestand. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year. They were blanked in this matchup a season ago. No wins in 3 tries. They'll try to improve on that dismal record here.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
Yeah, you know each team wants to take it to the other. I'm sure we will see a lot of toying around with lineups and see what types of matchups work best.
When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Out of bounds.
And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Here's Moody. And another 3 for Golden State.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr. We talked about the matchup problems that Chet Holmgren presents. He said defensively, Chet can warp the inside of the paint. And at the other end, he's going to drag his matchup out to the three-point line. That's what makes this 7-footer such a special player. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Podziemski. After the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock is at 3. Butler, no good.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Jang. Ball's knocked loose. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Goes up the baseline, and the jumper is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket. So, Greg, it doesn't get much better than this, does it? Major playoff implications in this one tonight.
Both teams have a lot on the line in this contest. Seeding in the postseason can make or break a team's chances.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially late on drives to the rim.
All 3 throws good from George. Well, over the years, the Warriors have had some historic tax bills.
Yeah, and for the most part, it's been well worth it because it's led to championships and they generate a ton of income. But now, with this tax repeater penalties, you can see why they've tried to cut costs, and every team in the league has followed.
Isaiah Hartenstein.
And that one is good from Hartenstein.
And passing has made this guy next level. That's the element that has changed Gilgeous-Alexander's game.
Pass to Podziemski. Here's Curry. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Right side, Butler. Shot clock at 6. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight cover.
Out of bounds.
And that one goes out of bounds as touched by Gilgeous-Alexander. .132 left in the first quarter. And it's Butler missing.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
To the inside. Here's Hartenstein. Good work there as it goes.
Shea
Almost
Gilgeous
an
Alexander.
impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Now, here's Butler. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
The defense has to make it tougher for Butler. Can't give him that.
Here's Gilgeous Alexander. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. That's tipped. Shoots from the elbow. That doesn't go either for Butler.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Green with the block.
This is the high-impact D we expect from Green, an intelligent defender who can find these blocks.
From Stephen Curry.
Here's Gilgeous Alexander.
Shea
Chalk up two
Gilgeous
there.
Alexander.
Gilgeous Alexander's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
It's a tie game in the Bay Area. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Warriors Youth Kids team.
And getting going again here in the second quarter, fairly close. Game so far. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle is so important. They've been sharp so far, and it's showing up on the scoreboard.
Over in the corner, Dort. Back to Gilgeous Alexander. Chang, no luck.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Richard, when it comes to Draymond Green, we know about his defense. But what does he give you offensively?
I think it starts with his passing. Not many big men can do what he does the way he does it. And especially effective when he's hitting the 3-ball, stretching the floor, allowing for more space for his shooters.
And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, DA.
A highly talented two-way player. Butler is also known for his tough-nosed approach to the game. Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
And that one's good. Green.
Something we don't see a lot from Green, a nice focused jump shot.
The assist.
This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Pass to Moody. On the wing, Green. The kick outside to Butler. Clock at 6. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Curry outside. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And there's the foul. It'll go on Moses Moody.
Team foul.
That's his first foul. To the left wing. Chang with a clean look. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Right side, Butler. Jacks up a 3. Podziemski's shot is good. Podziemski's got 5 points in the quarter.
No doubt that Butler continues to improve his passing. An excellent playmaker, really wants to make his teammates better.
Craig, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Here's Butler. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Chang. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. Green with the rebound. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Trailing by 2. Back to Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Podziemski. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Oklahoma City shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
And here in the second quarter, he's starting to work himself to the free throw line. That's a good move.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. No good on the 3. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Moody pulls it down. It's Curry outside. Misses that shot as well as the other 7 he took before. That adds up to 0 for 8 so far. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
That's the end of the first
He
half.
nails
With a
them.
score.
So that'll be it for the first half.
Your Warriors.
Fairly even battle underway in this one. Thunder lead by 5.
29.
And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And first timer of the game called for Oklahoma City.
And get ready.
Richard, you talked a lot about how underrated longevity has been as a factor in measuring some of the all-time great players.
Well, when you think about Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, the only way to achieve greatness in the statistical category is to have longevity. So obviously, greatness and longevity coincide.
squad.
Warriors trail by 5. Outside Curry. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Butler, no good.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Here's Williams. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Here we are sizing up GA. Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch-and-shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Back to Curry. Pass to Podziemski. Driving to the basket. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
That's a fantastic decision by Curry. Defense too focused in on Steph.
It's a neck-and-neck game in San Francisco. Podziemski trying to break loose. And that one, good. Butler's got 9.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve. Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
Fires the 3. Look at the distance. Jimmy buckets.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Pass to Jang. Banked in off the glass. Jang's got his second basket of the game.
Mitchell.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Out on his own on the break. Finishes the break with a slam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Caruso, no good. Warriors trail by 3. And a deep 3 from Hield. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. It's going by Hield. On the wing, Payton. Back to Hield for the tie. And the Warriors miss again. The Thunder leading by 3. Here's Mitchell. An easy 2 points on the layup.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Pass to Payton. Golden State moving it around. And here is Hield. Back to Kuminga. Here's Post. Williams with the steal. Hield with it. Lets it go with the 3. Traps in the tray.
You got to expect this from a high-volume shooter with range like Hield. He loves to let threes fly from everywhere.
Pass to Jang. Back to Caruso. The rebound by Payton. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. A 2-point game. Hield can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Now Caruso. Jang with the ball. Out guarded by Hield. It's going by Hield. And it's denied. And they'll keep possession. Out to Payton. Here's Post. And it's all evened up.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
Mitchell with it.
Mitchell.
Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. There's 31 seconds left in the third. Back to Hield. For the lead. Rebound by Williams. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
First personal foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And that one falls for Williams.
Taking 2 shots.
And Williams drops them both. 11 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Hield. Here's Santos. Got it up. And we've reached the end of the third.
Quarter.
Oklahoma City out in front.
Your Warriors.
They're up.
38. The Thunder 42.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Richard, with Buddy Hield, we're talking about one of the best shooters in the NBA.
No question, he is a
Ladies
marksman.
and gentlemen,
He's going to have to be a
your
mercenary,
Warriors,
though.
you
He is the
15.
type of an outside threat that every team needs. I don't care what the offensive system is, Buddy Hield will find a way to score.
The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey guys, during the last break, here's what Mark Dagnall was telling his team. Now his perspective was to play like we're behind. He said that's the energy we need right now. We haven't won anything yet. Back to you guys.
First personal foul.
Thank you, David.
First team foul.
The greatest shooter ever.
At the line
Steph
for the
Curry.
Dubs.
You played with him. What was it like seeing him day in and day out?
I had the pleasure of playing with Steph the first year he broke the NBA record for threes in a season. And when I tell you he was just scratching the surface, he was always looking to push the boundaries, to see what he can do, and to work at every aspect of his shooting.
Wallace's shot is good.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Under foul. Wallace.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Thunder?
They've been hitting consistently from mid-range all game. It's been a big part of their offensive production in this one.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
Out to Wallace. Here's Holmgren. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Holmgren's got the lead up to 6 now for Oklahoma City. Three-pointer, Butler. Offensive rebound. And it's Green missing.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Here's Hartenstein. Warriors with the rebound. Now the Warriors moving it up. And the Warriors miss again.
Got to find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Williams' shot is off. Warriors trail by 6. Top of the key, Butler. Moody. The three-pointer, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Wallace.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Outside Curry. Pass to Green. Outside for Curry. Good Great play by Green to set it up.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And it's sent back by Walsh. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
Now into the lineup for the Thunder.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
I think we knew who was firing off the shot here. Curry is just too consistent not to be trusted with it.
And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets that one through the hole, making now 7 of 13 in this game.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Pass to Green. Outside for Curry. Fires for three. And it's Podziemski in the corner. His three-pointer's off the mark.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
And there's the call on Curry. That'll be his second foul of the game. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Green with the rebound. And so Green will bring it up for Golden State. They trail by 6. Curry always finds a way. This time inside.
When it is crunch time and you've got Stephen Wardell Curry, the game plan is simple. Get him the ball.
Here's Podziemski. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Oklahoma City. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And able to get himself to the line. SGA so crafty inside there to get the contact.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking full advantage of his opportunities at the line to extend their lead.
Back to Curry. From downtown. Pass to Podziemski. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Outside Butler. All sorts of time. Count! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And it's obvious that Butler is a star in this league. An amazing performer. And this is a guy who lives for these moments.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 5-point game.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
Back to Moody. Outside Curry. Misses. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony and our reporter David Aldridge. And the entire